Hello watch friends, Louis from the Whole Cut here. This is the Casio MTP-1253SG-9ADF. I was immediately drawn to this watch because of the strange integrated bracelet and lug design. I already own the Casio MTP-1273SG-9ADF, which has a less obvious two-tone design, and that one is slim and thin and rather flimsy, and I expected something similar with this one. But actually in hand, this is one of the strangest little watches you're ever likely to encounter. The case is made of stainless steel, and it has an unusual mix of brushed and polished finishes. The bezel and tiny unsigned push-pull crown are polished gold tone, but then the top and sides of the case are brushed, except for a polished edge that runs the length of either side of the case, and the middle sections that meet the bracelet, which are also polished. The dial is a flat champagne colour with oversized numerals at the 12 and 6, and baton markers for the other indices, all in the same high polished gold tone. The handset is a delicate sword style in the same high polished gold tone with a matching second hand. The dial text is kept to a minimum with just Casio quartz printed below the 12 o'clock and the rather unnecessary water resist above the 6 o'clock. There's also a printed black minute track. There's no lume whatsoever. The crystal is a flat mineral crystal. The movement is a simple Japanese quartz movement. There's nothing much to say about that really. The bracelet is also brushed except for the gold tone centre links, which are polished. It actually looks a bit more sophisticated than many cheap Casio bracelets, but the brushing is not that refined. It also has folded links, hollow end links and a stamped clasp signed with the Casio branding. Because of its integrated nature, it will be hard to find a strap that will fit if you want to swap the bracelet out. Let's quickly run through the specifications. The case measures roughly 35.5mm in diameter, with a thickness of 7mm and a lug to lug of around 45mm. The bracelet measures 21mm wide at the lugs and tapers to 18mm at the clasp. The case is water resistant only, meaning it's probably rated to 30 metres or merely splash proof. I paid £34 plus £5.55 shipping for this watch on eBay. The seller originally had it listed for $49.99 plus shipping, but didn't take much persuading to drop the price. Maybe I could have got it even cheaper, who knows. If you're not a fan of this particular variant, there are a few other options available, some with all stainless steel bracelets and some other two-tone options. But I'm glad I went for the steel and gold with the champagne dial, because I think it emphasises the unusual design the most. So what's the verdict? Well, I can't help but like it. It's just a bit peculiar, but in a good way. In terms of fit and finish, it's exactly what you would expect from a very affordable Casio. The watch is visually interesting, but it's obvious that it lacks the refinement you get with even watches costing closer to £100, never mind more expensive watches. The problem for Casio is that competition is much stronger in the super affordable watch market than it has ever been. Yet in a world where most people are buying the same old boring watches, it feels good to wear something that most people probably aren't even going to like. I love cheap Casios because I can wear them without a care in the world, and actually they do get compliments from everyday people who don't nerd over watches like we do. I'm sure some of you will say it's a waste of money, and you're probably right, but who cares, you only live once. I believe this is an Asian market only model. We are very privileged in the Western world, but when it comes to Japanese watch brands, the Asian market sees all sorts of wacky models that are much harder to get over here. And I like wacky and I like weird, so I'm always on the lookout for models I've never seen before like this one. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing if you want to see more unsponsored independent watch content. That's all I've got time for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.